what's now known as New Era Field here in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers are 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. First and 10, Newton. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And for how much Cam handles the football, he really doesn't fumble a whole lot, but coughed it up there.
And I know that a lot of people seeing that play, they immediately go back to the Super Bowl against Denver and Von Miller knocking it free from Cam. But I think you're exactly right. One of the underrated aspects of his game, he's fundamentally sound when he carries the football. Whether he's in the pocket or actually running it, he usually does a great job of taking care of it.
He'll have to shake that one off. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Let's go!
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's brought down. A look at the numbers from last week for Miller. 7 carries, 76 yards.
And only 7 carries in last week's game, but I just don't know how any runner can really get loose and feel like they're into the game with that few carries. You've got to get that number up to around 15.
They go play action here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And some space here. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll try the air now with Newton. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Newton. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Here we go on 4th, Simeon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Obviously, the minimum goal of any fake is to get a first down. I think, truthfully, when you're going for a fake, you're going for the big shot.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking it. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd and goal to go now. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And we focus on Lamar Miller as he heads back out there and gets set to go again on offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Setting up the screen for Miller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, but all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's going to fire one deep over the... That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 7-6 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Second down following the run. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Again, it's Foreman, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he rifles one incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite.
Right side, this is Miller. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Now Newton on first down. They find some open field here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a first down throw for Newton. And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And a look now at Lamar Miller. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Matt Milano in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get out to the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. His end zone, Kaiser. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of 32 that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down, Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now Newton. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a 1st down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the left hash, this from 37. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bills have taken the lead. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Underneath for Miller. Fighting through. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They hustle to the line offensively. Kaiser urging them to move faster. Third and short yardage, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
All right, Brent.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A first down carry now for Miller. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Kaiser under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Corey Legion breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans say they have it. They do. A fumble lost last week. Now a fumble lost this week. And is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration.
Aguayo on for the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Going to give this time to the tailback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop it for a loss on the play. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Deshaun Kaiser making his way out to the huddle. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
But after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go.
They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll bang that one through. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. To throw on second down is Newton. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, it's Newton. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
Check down, 81. Like 80.
From the gun, here's Newton. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Newton to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They come out here in the I. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Let's go!
On the dive, here's the fullback Crosh. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Miller. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Foreman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So it'll be first down here after the run. Lamar Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down after a good game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now a first down following that long gain. A carry for Foreman. Breaks through the contact. The 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. To the air again, Newton. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Now and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Room here to run. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Running left is Miller. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Legion in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Fourth down, Kaiser. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on.